Hi, welcome back to Chem with Go, and today we're going to take a look at conversion factors again. This time we're going to take a look at conversion factors where we would need more than just one, because we're going from a prefixed unit to a prefixed unit. And what I mean by prefixed unit, it's a unit that has a prefix associated with it right here and helps define the quantity of the unit. And this time we're going to go from 5 kilometers and all the way down to centimeters. How many centimeters are there in 5 kilometers? Now, from your readings and from your homework assignments, you note that a kilo is 1,000, okay, and a centi is 1/100th. But let's go ahead and just write that off to the side in a different color. Okay, so if I have a kilo meter, that means it's 10 to the third, meters. Okay, and if I have a centimeter, so that's 1 kilometer, 1 centimeter, that's 10 to the negative 2 meters, because it's 1/100th. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to use these definitions of prefixes, or these conversion factors that we have right here, okay, in our calculation. So let's set it up. The first thing that we need to do is write down what we have. So we're going to write down 5 kilometers. Now, ultimately, what we want to do is get to the units of centimeters. So we need to use one conversion factor, okay, first to go back to the base unit, and it's this one right here, that one. Okay, so I'm going to put kilometers down in the bottom because that's the unit that I want to get rid of. And if you remember from part 2 of the conversion factor series of videos, this tells us to make sure to set the units up correctly so we can cancel them out. 10 to the third meters. Let's try to do a better job of that. 3. That's good enough. So, now that I have this in meters, I want to go to centimeters. That's what my answer is asking for. And note that kilometers can cancel out because one's on the top, one's on the bottom. So now what I need to do is set up the conversion factor, the second one right here, in the second parentheses right here. But I want to put 10 to the negative 2 on the bottom, meters. So then I can cancel out meters and then put 1 centimeter on top because that's what I want to get to ultimately. And as you can see, I'll be able to cancel this out, and then 1 centimeter is left right there on the top, which gives me my units right here. That's perfect. So 5 times 10 to the third divided by 10 to the second, and remember, if you divide by a negative exponent, it actually becomes positive in this case. So this becomes 5 times 10 to the fifth centimeters. Okay, so ultimately the answer again is 5 times 10 to the fifth centimeters. And then ultimately box your answer. So then I know that that would be your answer. All right, so that's the use of multiple conversion factors to get to your answer. Let's take a look at a non-conventional conversion, meaning that it's a conversion that doesn't use powers of 10. All right, we'll talk to you soon.